What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm coming back at you with just a brief discussion. I was listening to a podcast earlier, and it had Dutchess on it. It was a no advisory podcast. It's going around on YouTube. I don't know if she did this a month ago. It was recent, but I don't know, you guys. I had mixed feelings about it. Y'all know she's not on Black Ink Crew no more. But the podcast, I guess, I walked away with two different things from her interview with them, and I'm not going to talk about everything that they talked about. But like I always say, she makes it hard for me to like her because she's always bragging. And you got people, I was looking in the comments, she's so smart. Oh, well, she's this. Oh, well, she's that. You know, in the interview, she's talking about her family, how her dad was the first firefighter. We don't give a fuck. That says nothing about you, you know, and people may say, oh, well, that's her dad. And, you know, and she was kind of saying how she always felt famous before she even got famous. She had made a comment about, she know people at Bank of America that make more than certain reality stars, you know, and it's just like, okay. You know, it seems like, I don't know, because on the interview, she said that she's grateful for her experience at Black Ink and it was a wonderful platform. But I don't know, Dutchess, if I can honestly say that you're grateful. To me, you're always putting something down. You're always putting people down. Well, I came from a musically inclined family and they're intellectual and they're this and they're that. Your fucking father had a baby outside. Well, not outside of wedlock, inside of wedlock with your mom. He had a baby on her. So you know, and I'm not sitting up here saying like that is the worst thing ever in my opinion. But I'm not sitting up here saying her family can't be human. It's just, bitch, I need you to shut the fuck up and stop doing so much bragging. Because it's irritating. It's irritating. She's constantly always bragging. And she was talking about her grades. Again, I graduated cum laude. We don't give a fuck about that. You still a liar. You still manipulative. And I still do believe, you guys, I really do believe I'm not saying she was the only one wrong in her relationship with Caesar, because, you know, he did things wrong as well. But I really do feel like with her, she was more manipulative than him, because it felt like she kept trying to change him. And I never remember feeling like that about him doing that to her. I never got that from him. I got that he accepted her and was willing to make certain changes, but she kept on acting like he needed to keep making all these changes, you know, just so he could be with her. But yeah, the interview was pretty much her bragging, and she even compared, you know how the Real Housewives of Atlanta is on Bravo, and then you have your shows, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink Crew, they're on VH1. And she's just like, well, look at the commercials on Bravo. You know, look at look at the commercials that are on VH1. My thing is this, when you was on the motherfucking show, you didn't give a fuck. You didn't even talk about this type of shit. So now you all of a sudden on the show, you want to dog the commercials that they play. Well, they play, you know, they had McDonald's commercials and White Rain, and that shit is cheap. And it's just her attitude, y'all. It really annoys me with her acting like, I don't know. It's almost like she feels the need to shade reality TV, even though that's where she came from. But even though she claims she's grateful for the platform, but it's just like, bitch, shut the fuck up and stop trying to knock where you came from. You know, I'm just sick of that. It's this I don't know. It's this braggadocious attitude. She's always bragging about stuff. And I get you want to tell people your accomplishments, but let's keep it all the way 100 because I'm that type of girl. Your accomplishments have nothing to do with who you are as a person. Yes, we all work hard and we can accomplish things. But just because I passed a test and I passed multiple of tests and somebody gave me a degree, that does not mean I'm a good person. That does not mean that I don't have it in me to be manipulative and disrespectful and whine so I could get my way. And what does your education mean? It just means that you went to school before you tatted. And yes, you graduated cum laude. We don't care. I've never cared about school and people telling me about the certificates they got. Then she got into, when she was in high school, she was the captain of, the cheerleading squad, and she did this, and, I played sports. My family's known for sport. Who gives a fuck? Tell us about who you are. That's just what happens to be what you were born in. Those are things that you happen to do. But, I don't get it. I don't motherfucking get it. That has nothing to do with who you are. What you do and who you are, you guys, are two totally different things. And it's like she's so stupid, she doesn't understand that. And before anybody try to say, oh, well, you hate on Dutchess. I don't have a reason to hate on Dutchess. She looks decent. She ain't all that pretty to me. For me to be hating on her, I've had people say that dumbass shit. Oh, well, you hating and you just jealous of what? I look better than her. That's my motherfucking opinion. I know I do. I don't have no reason to be jealous of anybody that I look better than. She's attractive, in her own right. I'm not taking that from her. I'm not saying she's ugly, but her attitude and the things she say and how she puts people in situations down because she's not doing them anymore. In my opinion, that's what makes her ugly. That's what makes her ugly. It just, I don't know. I think other people liked the little interview. I just didn't. I talk about her and, because she's related to Black Ink Crew. You guys know that's my motherfucking show. So it's kind of like I don't have a choice I have to talk about her if she's in the fucking news. She's still related to the motherfucking show. She's not on the show, but she's still related to it. I don't hate her like that, though. I dislike certain things about her, but I don't hate her. Because if I hated her, I wouldn't even talk about her, honestly, show or not. But, yeah, I don't hate her, but she do have things that, I side eye, and I just don't fucking like. It's just fake to me, and I'm not impressed with it. I don't know about y'all. Y'all could sit up here all day, every day, be impressed with who got a degree, who don't, who got this, who got that. It's just how you come off, how you treat people. And, she has always acted, in my opinion, snotty and snobby, like she's so much better than the other people that's on Black Ink Crew. And I get what she was saying about reality TV and it's drama and they create storylines. I totally believe that. And I agree with how she feel about that. I really do. But, it's just her fucking attitude that's still a turn on. They had asked her about C's and, well, I was just so unhappy. You were so unhappy. You were so unhappy that you asked that man to take you back. So why didn't you just say, well, it's just overseas and I don't want to be with you? Why did you try to get back together with him? Is what I don't understand. You claim you were so over him and you left him. Why didn't you stay gone? Why did you try to work things out with him? So, just shit like that she says, it just don't make no sense. But that's pretty much what I had to say on that, you guys. You guys check out the interview. It's, floating around on YouTube. You should see it. It's a podcast. It's a podcast interview, I should say, where you can actually see her and she saying my nigga this, she cussing and shit all in front of her mammy and shit, and mother ain't saying shit. So that's pretty much what that was about. All right, y'all, it's your girl Brand New. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will check you guys out later.